So I've not been very good about keeping video content going for this channel. And I always have the same excuses: life, job, whatever. And we're all going through that. So I hope you can understand. But I've got a million ideas for the channel. I always have these ideas and then I just lose steam. But what I wanted to do today, I've been doing videos lately and putting more edited content, like spending a lot of time editing the stuff. And I think that's what makes it a more daunting task to make a video, is knowing that I've got to spend time to chop it up and edit and add the stuff and the thumbnails and all that. And I'm going to start doing it more simple. Like in the beginning, when I started the channel, it was simple. It was just, I took the iPhone, sat outside and talked to it. And I mean, I'm not going to do like just that crude. And obviously the phone's gotten better and the recording has gotten better, but I'm not going to spend so much editing and trying to get the perfect shot and do all this and do all that. It's just, it's too tedious. So this video is going to be a quick update video regarding hernia surgery. You could call it a VSG update as well, because I'll give you my high weight stats and all that kind of stuff. But it's more related to the hernia because I'm having a hernia issue again. But anyways, I had the VSG surgery in 2016. That's 5 years ago. August, I believe, of 2016. My highest weight before surgery was 330 pounds. My surgery weight was about 305. My lowest weight after surgery was 209. I never ever got below 209, which is, I wanted to get to at least 199 and just couldn't. And my current weight is 222, 223. Now, for the last, I don't know how long that I've been making the videos, but in the most recent ones, I don't know if I'd said my weight, but my weight was pushing up to 230 to 240. So all of us VSG patients have some form of regain. Most of us, at least. Very few get the weight off and continue to lose weight down to the desired low weight and stay there. It just requires a ton of effort. It's a lot more effort than most people realize. And you're not just going to have surgery and magically the weight comes off and it stays off forever. It just doesn't happen. All it does is give you a great head start, and you have to fight for the rest of the way. And so I've been losing some weight. I've modified my diet a jillion times, and currently eating a diet called the starch solution, and I'll elaborate more on that later. But basically a vegan diet, and I'm feeling good. Like I don't not feel good. I just kind of have, I'm busy. I'm so busy. And I know that I sound, some of you may think something's wrong with me or I'm depressed. I'm a little depressed because my aunt is currently dying, and I've been trying to keep up with that with the family. So I've just got, my plate is so full right now. But this is the time to make this video because this topic is fresh on my head and I have something to share with you guys. So I'm going to go back to my doctor, my surgeon, he actually did the VSG surgery, and he also did my hernia repairs. Now, my hernia repair is a long story, but essentially my first ever surgery in the abdomen was for an umbilical hernia, and that was in 2015, I think. And then I had VSG in 2016. And VSG, they do the trocars, and the trocars created another hernia that I needed repaired in 2017. So it ended up being 3 surgeries to my abdomen. And the one in 2017, that repair, it was a little complicated, and I explained it in a prior video, but essentially I have a 7x3 slab of mesh that's in my stomach. So if this is my stomach, I'm going to show it later, but I'm just going to show you for the flap. My shirt needs to be used. But basically there's a piece of mesh that's this big, down here of course, but I'm using this area to show you. Piece of mesh about this big, a rectangle. That's under. So that would be like inside my fascia. The shirt is a wrap. There's like this tissue wrap called your fascia that wraps around your abdomen cavity. So the fascia has been ripped like an eyeball shape. Just imagine it as an eye. So that fascia is in there, and then the eye has been kind of sewn shut like this. Well, it has opened back up so that the middle is open, and the top and bottom are still sewn, but the top and bottom length has been getting a little bit longer and longer. So it's opening up slowly coming open, and that mesh is under there. The mesh is still being held in place with its sutures and pressure. So I'm not at danger of my guts busting out, which it was kind of a fear of mine whenever I talked to him about it. And he said, as long as you're not in pain, the structure is still holding. We don't want to continue to do surgery after surgery because of scar tissue and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And he said, if it becomes another issue in the future, we'll address it then. I think it's becoming an issue. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to show you how I've been losing weight. So I've got a little bit of loose skin, and you can tell, but then there's a real puffy part in my abdomen, and that's where that, like this, is kind of, it was sealed and it was nice and sewn, and now it's slowly opening back up. And behind it is that mesh that's protecting it. It's not coming out, but that my abdomen's getting puffy because of that seal is slowly coming open. It doesn't hardly hurt me. Every now and then I'll feel it. I'm still doing as active as I always was. I'm still working out to a very moderate degree. I'm mainly controlling my weight through diet. It's coming down, actually. It's slowly, weight slowly coming down. But I'm going to show you the physical, what my abdomen looks like now. Okay, so even in this shirt, it's easy to tell that there's a puffy part right here. So you see how that's just sticking out further than most? Now, I still have love handles and stuff, but so I'll try to zoom in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 is down here. But anyways, those were my 5 spots where they did surgery. And this piece here, you can see it protrudes a little here and here, and that's because underneath here, and I can feel it, by the way. I'll tell you exactly where it is. I'm trying to keep my shirt up. Let's just do this. All right. Okay, so see, I'm losing fat here, but this piece puffs out. And now sideways, this is probably as slim as I would normally be, except for that puffed out repair that's going bad. See, you can tell it doesn't hurt. People ask if it hurts in my family that I showed this to, but I can feel. So from my umbilical hernia, this is all feels good, and even the hole starts right there. So I can push in further. I can feel it for here, and it stops about right there. So this piece in here should be together, like binded, and it's not. It's coming loose. And I mean, I'm not worried. It comes out higher than I indicated. It's about this big. This is about the top and bottom of that hole that's opening up, but it creates this structural opening here. And this whole area feels just kind of harder than the rest of it. So I'm gonna have them look at it and see if there's anything that needs to be done. So that's the update in a nutshell. I'm doing well. My weight's slowly coming down. I'm still active, and I still don't regret having the surgery. It's caused some issues though, because my ability to absorb nutrients has been hindered, and that resulted in the peripheral neuropathy that I had. It makes us become more susceptible to becoming alcoholics. So I was really bad with that a couple of years ago, and I still drink, but it's just so little. So I've really pulled that under control. It's required a lot of willpower and a lot of change in strategies, coping strategies. It's I don't know if I said this, the reactive hypoglycemia is still here. It's doing way better. It's more manageable. I've just learned how to deal with these things that have happened as a result of having the surgery. And I'd probably still be sitting around 300 pounds if I hadn't had the surgery. So I'm glad that I did. And I've still got ways to go, just like everybody else. But I'm going to keep plodding through it and finding solutions and staying positive and just moving forward, even in the death of, in the face of this death of the family I'm about to experience. And we all are. I mean, who doesn't have sad things going on in their life? you have to keep going. You have to stay positive and you have to keep moving forward. So quick update, I'll start trying to put more video out on this channel and just edit it less. And if I get that obstacle out of my brain, I'll probably find that it's easier to do it and I'll do it more often. So take care. Have a good one.